fucking thing sucks!
All right, everybody. Welcome to the Kentucky High Brown Boys. I am your host, Jerry Saylor. I hope you guys enjoyed our intro music there. It's the first time we're doing it on the YouTube. We got a soundboard now run by Mr. Chubby Friendly here. He's going to be in charge of all the little funny sound clips and whatnot you hear throughout the show. Hit us with something, Chubbs.
Piece of trash.
That's it right there. Little Alex Jones for that ass.
God, he lost today in court.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's good stuff.
You're
he had court date today?
Fascist.
Yeah, he got sued by the was Sandy Hook parents. Yeah. So.
Does he got to pay a bunch of money?
Oh, he will.
Nice. Oh yeah, he's gonna pay out
He's
the
gonna
ass.
pay
I'm
out
sure.
the ass.
I'm angry.
Yeah, I bet he is.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I think the soundboard's gonna work out good.
I think so too.
So far.
You can turn it up a hair, actually.
Yeah, some sounds are a little bit louder than others. Some are not. Hit us with something, Chubbs.
I like to fight.
Yep.
Yeah, you see, you can turn it up a hair.
Doesn't sound bad.
Just a hair.
Doesn't sound too horrible.
I'm coming.
There you go. That's better. That's better. Get that punch in.
So obviously we got Chubby Friendly in the studio.
Hey everybody.
Tonight. He's over here on the soundboards. We got.
I'm gonna try to do this and talk, but it's gonna be hard because I'm concentrating on this. But
that's true.
But
that's
it's
true.
cool. I'm having fun over here. So.
Also in the studio, the man who needs no introduction. He's my right-hand man. He sits on my left side. He is Leonard Slope and Dusty B.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Wow.
That was a good one.
That was good. Wow.
Oh. And, of course, you've already heard him on the microphone, folks. He is the legendary Bruce Leonard.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. I got it. I'm under control.
How many bombs is it?
You're 3 bombs, man.
That's a triple bomb. That's good.
Triple
right?
bomb.
Yeah.
You need like a sound effect of a dick whipping out of like some jean shorts or like.
I can find that, man.
Yeah,
I'm working
like
on
an unzip, like.
You guys just need to think of sounds that we need.
Yeah.
That unzipping would be good.
Yeah.
Unzipping would be good. Also, anybody watching live now can suggest some sounds, and we'll get some sounds.
Yeah.
And honestly, we can play really any sound from that. We can
Yeah.
If you if you want to cue it up, you can just go to. Well, no, I got the fucking airplane mode on, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
pop up notifications.
I only got these today.
Yeah, but we'll work on that. It's a work in progress. We're working to make things better. We're hoping the lighting is a little bit better in here for everybody.
I think the lighting's better.
Oh, I could have done this too.
What's that?
Oh, my God.
Sorry to
Now it's like
anybody
a morning
listening on
radio.
headphones.
That is loud.
We do need a good woo, like a Ric Flair. Woo.
Yeah,
we need a
Ric
Ric
Flair.
Flair.
Yeah, we need that.
Or let me tell you something,
Brother.
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. Speaking of Mean Gene.
Oh, that was I cried too, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
You cried on Mean Gene?
The
First of all,
Hulk Hogan.
I didn't realize he was still alive.
Good point.
I didn't.
But Hulk Hogan did.
Well, hold on.
Okay, yeah.
Last week on the show, we obviously talked about it, and me and Chubbs both gave him a 7, and Dusty gave him a 6. And
I grew up watching Mean Gene.
yeah, I mean, a lot of us did.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
He was
everybody
in
knew
the
who Mean
Piper's
Gene-
Pit.
Yeah.
That was fucking great TV.
It was good. It was good stuff. It was gripping
I
television.
won't go that. I won't go that far.
Well, he was
You're a
like
little bit younger, so
he was the guy for WCW, and I grew up watching WCW.
yeah.
So like
Yeah, but he was WWF though, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah, he
but
was
then,
like
then when WCW started, he jumped.
See, that's
in
when I
over there.
stopped watching wrestling. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't watch it for a long time, but when I did, I was into it.
Shut
Oh,
your
yeah.
murderous fat mouth.
But I do remember Mean Gene.
Oh yeah,
And like I said, he is somebody that.
he's legendary.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
legend.
he's a Hall of Famer for
Yes,
sure.
for sure.
But we were talking about him last week, and it hit home more so for me and Chubbs because we grew up watching him more. But then the following Monday on Monday Night Raw, they had Hulk Hogan come back, and
Did he have one of them single? Is he one of them single tear crying motherfuckers?
No. Oh, I'm gonna shut up.
He came out and they played like a video, like highlighting Mean Gene's career and stuff.
Right.
And that just almost like it almost brought me to tears.
Sure.
Just watching it,
Sure.
thinking back, like, oh man, I remember seeing that.
Right.
And then like Hulk Hogan, like he was out there.
No,
They
Hulk
cut
Hogan
him.
didn't just come out. Like, he came out full in Hulk Hogan character.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah,
Like,
but
he
he's
didn't come
always-
out- he didn't
he's
come
always
out-
Hulk Hogan.
But
He
I
was-
mean, like, he didn't come out in a suit and like solemn, like my friend just. He came out with the music,
Came out banging.
banging.
sure.
Yeah.
Well,
And-
like
and
today,
then-
he was at a car auction. My dad was watching, flipping the channels, and he was at a car auction. Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
The guy was like, "Oh, we're here with Hulk Hogan," and he was like, "Oh, it's good to be here with your brother." You're like, he's always Hulk Hogan.
Was he
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan in that sex tape?
Let me tell you something.
I always wondered that. Or was he wearing like the boa and shit while he's banging this chick?
That'd be hilarious.
That would be
I'm
great.
not a slave.
Oh shit, my bad.
Big 17-inch python.
I was gonna do.
That's it.
I just came in the goddamn condom.
He's like, "This is not quite a 17-inch python, but
But
we're gonna make it work."
But after they did the tribute video to Mean Gene, Hulk Hogan was back in the ring and he was talking, and he was himself,
Right.
if you can picture that.
Like he lifted his glasses for a second and he was like, "Look, I came out in character
For Mean Gene.
because that's if
That's what
Mean
Mean
Gene
Gene
was
would've
alive
wanted.
today, this is what if he could plan this,
Right.
That's what he would have wanted,
Right.
And then he puts his glasses back down and goes right back into it,
Right.
Jerry can
But
say.
you can tell when he's got his glasses up that
his eyes are red.
he's about to start crying, and then he puts the glasses down, and I couldn't tell if I seen that single tear.
Oh man, I
drop.
hope so.
But I mean,
That Indian cry.
Yeah, the Indian cry.
like, and I'll admit, Hulk Hogan ain't shit these days. I mean, you never fucking hear about.
He's
him.
old as fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, as I say, he's old.
he's,
dude.
he's not shit anymore.
Not to mention the
But-
racist shit and
Yeah.
the sex
The sex
tape.
tape.
I mean,
Hey,
he got
man.
a lot.
He won money off that sex tape.
Yeah,
he
he
beat
did.
BuzzFeed, so
Yeah.
Not BuzzFeed. Was it BuzzFeed or was
BuzzFeed.
it Gawker?
No, it was Gawker. You're right.
Yeah.
It was Gawker.
But
Can't see you.
but after watching the tribute video and then seeing Hulk Hogan, a man that I grew up watching, idolizing, almost break down and completely cry, it really changed my vote from last week. I'm not saying I did cry. If my kids weren't in the room, I probably would have cried. But my kids were there. And I
God
was
damn
just
it,
like-
Daddy! Why you gotta be such a bitch?
I didn't want that to happen, so I
You think
maintained
Mean
my
Gene like
composure.
people crying?
So yeah, I'm going. I'm not saying I'm not going to give him a 10.
You give him a 9, aren't you?
I'm going to give him a 9.75
Yeah.
No,
because it was
going in decimals.
yeah.
I mean, you
'cause
can't.
It was
It's
so
9 or
close.
10, man.
It's a 9.75.
We're Kentucky, man. We can't do them decimal
It's as
shit.
close as you
Yeah.
can get to 10
Yeah.
without being 10.
Well, it'd be 10 point or
9.9.
9.9. Yeah.
Yeah.
But 9.99.
the thing that- The thing that really brought me to tears about it was that I didn't know this, but Hulk Hogan and Mean Gene started before WWF. They were in something called the ANW or something it was some
Yeah.
The root beer place?
like a lower tier, like a low thing. And they actually
regional promotion.
yeah, and they actually shared an apartment for a while. They were legit tight. And he says in his tribute there would be Hulkamania wouldn't have been Hulkamania without Mean Gene.
I can totally see that.
Yeah. And
Yeah, but Mean Gene helped promote a lot of people.
right, he did.
Yeah, he did,
absolutely. Because WCW, Hulk Hogan wasn't there for probably 5 or 6 years or something like that. But the thing that brought me to tears was he had one opportunity to come out and memorialize his friend. And really when
He nailed it in my opinion.
yeah, and everybody, when you lose somebody, you really the tribute thing only lasts one day. You have that memorial service,
You only got one shot.
right?
YOLO.
Can't miss your chance to flow.
Yeah,
Because opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
lifetime.
and
You just got to lose yourself.
yeah, he did, man. He knocked it out of the
In the moment,
fucking
did he
park.
own it?
Yeah,
His mom's spaghetti.
Did
he didn't have
did
any
he
vomit
never-
on his
did he
sweater.
never let it go?
Yeah. You think about it, he was sitting there man, I remember all the times I saw Mean Gene's dick when we lived together.
But
No, but I do. Like I said, I remember Mean Gene.
Yeah.
And I said, was not into it for very long. Maybe 10 to 12. I watch wrestling like on Saturday mornings.
Oh,
It's hard to scroll sometimes.
Back when wrestling was on.
And
Like,
I went to
all
a
days of the
match.
week,
I
just
went to a match.
like a house show.
I've been
No,
there.
I went to U.S. Bank and saw Hulk Hogan fight Brutus Beefcake.
Oh, nice. Bruce Beefcake, he was in the.
He hit him with
too.
the chair, and all that shit.
What-
You're like,
what-
oh wow.
What really got me about the whole thing is when Hulk Hogan, like when he was you could tell he was visibly shook up. He looks over at the guy in the crowd wearing the Hulkamania shirt, and he's like, "What do you want me to do, brother?" And he's like, "You want me to do it?" And he was just like, and he turns to Mean Gene, or the picture of Mean Gene on the big screen or whatever, and he just does his whole, "Let me tell you something, Mean Gene."
Yeah.
And he just,
I know what you're up there doing. You're calling a match between, and he started listing like all the dead wrestlers, you
Yeah.
know, the ones that would be up there with him.
Chris Benoit.
Eddie Guerrero.
Chris Benoit and his wife and his pillow.
Shawn Michaels.
The Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, he did do Ultimate
He
Warrior.
did mention Ultimate
And when he
Warrior.
mentioned Macho Man, he went, "Oh yeah."
He
Yeah.
did the whole finger thing. Ooh,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
It was cool, man. But that's
That
what
Chris
did it for
Benoit
me.
one, that was pretty fucking good, man.
That was good.
Yeah.
Oh man, they don't ever mention him at all.
No,
and he
he
murdered his
is-
family. No, we ain't
He's
saying
totally,
that. We ain't going there.
Who? Chris? Who?
Yeah,
he was totally blacklisted
yeah,
forever.
pretty much.
But to change the subject here, let's go to our
Piece of
comments
trash.
here. Johnny Cook says needs more cowbell.
Bang, ding.
Noted. We'll take
Oh
that.
yeah, okay.
Around the Cabin says hello from Cincinnati. Hello from Independence. From the Brown Sound Studios.
Around the cabin. What do they do around the cabin?
I don't know. Just says around the cabin.
Jerk off.
That's the username.
In the woods.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I would do. Jerk off, build bombs, and shit.
Answer the question!
Yeah.
And then our new follower, Obedient Clover, he said cue Eminem soundtrack,
Yeah.
which is kind of what we did. But also to go back to last week. Wow, I just noticed your glasses are really fucking broken.
That's what I said when I walked in. I was like,
They're
what the
busted, son.
fuck? I'm like
I
fucking.
thought you had tape or something on them. People
No,
were
no,
like,
no,
they're like
yeah.
monocles.
Yeah.
It's like a bi-monocle. But anyway, last week at the top of the show we were talking about dicks and
Oh, big surprise.
Yeah, I know, right?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Jerry's favorite subject.
So I got to thinking today. I know I've talked.
Shit. My bad.
It's okay.
You like to eat dicks.
I forget what the fuck I was saying. Oh yeah,
Talk about dicks, man.
Yeah, I got flustered.
How can you
thinking
forget about talking about dicks?
I know. But I got to thinking. I know we've talked about it before on the show. Like, would you guys look at my dick if I had something on it, and I need you guys to look at it?
Oh, God.
And then, well, no, hold on. Now.
Okay.
And now I got to thinking. Would you be more comfortable if I showed you
A picture of it?
no, my limp dick, or would you want it to be erect?
I want to be limp. I want to see your hard dick.
It becomes weird
Yeah.
when your dick is hard.
You're like, hey man, look at my
why,
dick and it's
why do you have a
hard.
boner like, from me looking at your dick?
Yeah.
So that would be weird.
I
if
feel
had
like
an
this is
erection?
exciting you in some way.
Yeah. Like, you'll be like the fucking the comedian. Like, why
I wanna
is
be
your
a-
dick hard, bro?
A pawn in your
I mean,
twisted game.
I'm not saying stare at it for like minutes or anything.
Yeah, but the fact that you're like, hey man, I want you to look at my dick, but wait a minute, let me get this hard. Okay, all right, now look at it. It's like, why would I want to look at your hard dick?
Okay, now let me ask you.
I want to see your dick in a natural state, not a fully erect state when you're all hopped up, ready to fuck.
Now we've talked about this too. We've all admitted that we are growers, not showers. Let's flip the table here.
Okay.
If you had to show me something on your dick,
I mean, I'd fluff it a little bit, not
See?
like. But no, it wouldn't be fully erect.
It's like you get that swimming pool
Yeah.
fucking dick.
see that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that ain't cool, man. The swimming pool. We talked about the swimming pool dick. That's the worst, man. That's like baby dick right there.
I think I would be more comfortable
Yeah.
showing you guys my dick.
It's
if
not
it was
erect
like,
though. You gotta fluff it, just a little pop, 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 and you're
Okay,
done.
Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta, ruffle the giblets a
Yeah.
little bit. I don't want to show you just a straight up flaccid dick and be like, hey, check out my extra belly button.
I'd just rather would not want to see your dick.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying.
But if I'm helping you out
Yeah.
to see some kind of thing, I'd be like, hey man, just Google that. I don't want to look at your
Just
dick.
Google it.
Yeah.
Take a picture of it and
I'm
Google
sure it's on
picture
Google,
search.
bro.
Yes, image
Sick of
search.
this country.
Wish I could scroll without pushing these fucking buttons.
It
I
happens.
love it.
That's what I was going for, and I hit the
I
wrong
don't know.
fucking one.
What about you, Chubbs? If you had to show me your dick, Would you rather it be flaccid or fluffed or
Because
fully
there's
hard?
something like on it, and I want you to look at it to see if I should go to a
See,
doctor.
natural state.
Yeah.
It should be in the natural
state.
Yeah, because you ain't gonna show your doctor your hard dick. 'Cause
Right.
He'd be like, why are you hard?
He might. Jerry gets off on some weird shit. So I said it sounds
Doctor
like
walks in,
the
be like,
ve-
I've seen this video before.
right,
Yeah.
right. It sounds like the very idea of someone looking at his dick
Yeah.
is exciting to him already.
Yeah. So like when you went and got your physical, you went and got your physical when your dick was hard or something, like a sports physical.
The last time I actually got like a sports physical.
Yeah.
No, I was too young.
So every time I get a sports physical,
was
it feels
too
like my
nervous.
dick is like the tiniest it's ever been. It's like, man, this room is super cold. Can we like warm this up a little bit? You know what I'm
You
saying?
breathe on your hands before
Yeah.
you touch me.
I don't know, man. It's just weird.
Yeah, I mean it's
And
definitely
they're like,
weird.
cough.
Yeah.
Like,
Like I really ain't got a cough. I'll cough.
well, you know, you're holding my nuts.
Yeah. What does coughing have to do when you're grabbing my balls, man?
Yeah, I've always wondered that. Like I've tried to feel myself
Yeah.
and like cough, but like,
So they're not
I don't-
detached.
You
bro.
ever try to
feel
small
anything.
talk you so like it's not
Yeah, so it
weird,
sounds awkward, but it's
like
even weirder.
it's making it even weirder. Like, why are you talking to me?
Yeah,
dude?
yeah.
You're holding my balls.
Yeah. Like you play golf or something like that?
right,
No?
Wait, you're fishing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're fishing for my nuts.
Like this looks like a good
Let's
place
just
to
get
get
this
some bait.
fucking over with.
Do you into like fondue and meats and shit?
Right.
No?
But that's everything. I hate getting a haircut for
Yeah.
the same reason.
Oh, like small
When I
talk?
start fucking trying to talk to you, and you're
Yeah.
like, I just want to get a fucking haircut.
I love
I like
the
it,
talk.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You
you're
were
in the
just talking
small
about
talk chat, and you are too. But
Yeah.
like, I'm not that kind of person.
I think Ubering is probably one of the most awkward things in the world.
Yeah,
In my opinion.
that can be weird.
Yeah.
I had an Uber in Chicago, and I swear I think I talked to this guy about Mystery Science Theater and Star Trek
The whole time.
the whole time.
And he's probably
and
like, God damn it,
hate
I ain't into this.
No, he was the one who
he's
kept
like,
talking
I
about it.
hate both things.
No, I love Mystery Science Theater, but like this guy's like, oh, did you see the one? And you know who Crow is? And I'm like, no, I just fucking enjoy the show, man. Like,
oh, he was like a fanatic fan.
Yeah.
He's a super fan.
Who know all the people who played the characters.
Yeah.
and like how the whole thing started, and
right.
like how they
In
choose
the
their
order
movies.
of their fucking episodes,
Yeah.
man, and then, like they watched this movie, and then I made them decide, hey man, wait a minute, this other movie's kind of like that. Maybe we should do one about that. And you're like, dude, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I could give two shits.
I had a Uber
I
last
love
Saturday.
Mystery Science Theater.
It was
The
I do
old
too.
ones? I
Yeah.
don't-
super weird.
The new
Really?
one is
What
I
happened on
like
your
the-
Uber ride?
Just super
Yeah.
awkward, man. Like you get in the car and you're like, "Are you such and such?" We're like, "Yeah, okay, I'm gonna take you to your house," and you're just like sitting in the car. And it's like, well, all right.
So would you rather they talk to you?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, maybe like a little bit of small talk. Like the Uber we had earlier in the night, like she was talking and she was like really talking, but she was super nice. But like you were like, I think she was driving with her e-brake on. Like, have you ever drove with the e-brake on before?
Yeah, it
You know,
starts
it's
to
like it
smell.
starts to like, well, it smells, and like when you start to speed up and you let off the gas, it starts
to die
it starts
down.
to like die down really fast. I'm like, and like we're driving, and I'm like, I think this bitch has her e-brake on.
You didn't say anything?
No, I never said anything, but like it was smelling too, and I'm just like, I think she was just like halfway through the trip, she's like, my e-brake's on, I'm just gonna roll with it.
I can't go back.
Yeah.
We're gone too far.
Yeah, she's like, fuck it, I'll just ruin my e-brake. Not this
Probably
pass
locked
this,
up at this point.
yeah, pass up this awkward moment. But I didn't. Then I had a black gentleman pick us up, and he was playing like all like this like rap music. Yeah, exactly. And he was playing all this rap music. I'm like, hell yeah! And I'm back in the back, kind of singing it. And I'm like, I'm just gonna shut up now.
You're like,
Why?
do I drop the N-bomb?
Yeah, I was like, I ain't gonna say the N
Kendrick
bomb.
Lamar situation.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the N word, but I'm back here rapping and shit. So you know, it was just awkward. But
I had an awkward encounter with a guy at the gym.
you locked eyes while you guys were
Yeah,
like,
well,
bench
see,
pressing.
The
The
gym
thing
is
is-
always weird.
Yeah, because like you're there to like not be noticed and shit. And like I was walking, I was going from machine to machine, and I was doing my thing, and like I see this guy. I need to be able to see you, and like I look at him, and then like my brain's like, you might know this guy, and then so it's like, where do you know him from? I haven't seen him in a long time, and then so then he looks at me, And now it's obvious that
You
I'm
locked
trying
eyes.
to do math, you
Yeah.
know, in my head. And I'm like, I know you from somewhere, man. And I was like, oh, we worked together at McDonald's like fucking 12 years ago. And he's like, oh, yeah, how you doing, man? It's all good. And, yeah, that was fine.
Right.
Then I got to start working out.
Were you like, you still at McDonald's?
Trying to work off them cheeseburgers.
No, this guy was jacked. Like, he was way jacked from when I knew him back then.
Right.
And, but then, like, I'm working
Steroids
out.
in the burgers. Turning people jacked.
And, like, I'm like, now I'm actively trying to act as if he's not there anymore. Like, we had our interaction.
Right.
But now I'm like working out, and I'm like, I can forcibly not make eye contact with the guy. But then my brain's like, but you're making the dumbest fucking face right now. When you're so like you have this, like he recognized me. Now he's going like, fucking machines.
One of these days, you need to go to the gym when you know somebody and start moaning when you work out.
Did you see the video of the guy who was pumping the fucking weights with his dick?
Get ready for Valentine's Day, bro.
He was like on the machine, like pumping him with his fucking dick.
That was way too loud.
Little Alex Jones,
Yeah,
right in the face.
You know what I think is funny is when you see somebody you haven't seen in forever, like in a grocery store, and you talk to them, and all of a sudden like, you go to walk away, and you guys are basically walking side by side
Right.
together,
Yeah.
and it's all like awkward, like,
And then you go down the next aisle, and then they come down the other aisle,
Yeah.
the other side of the aisle.
and you're like, oh hi,
we just saw each other like 2 seconds ago.
are you following me? It's like a typical awkward white thing to say.
Long time no see.
Yeah, long time no see. Yeah.
So hey, everybody who's watching live right now, I gotta ask you. We've had a couple comments here, but how do the sound effects sound on your guys' end? Let us know in the comments. We'd appreciate some feedback on
Wow.
that.
Control freak.
Moving along here. For those of us who live in the Ohio River Valley in northern Kentucky and greater Cincinnati area or whatever, there's a snowmageddon coming apparently. Everybody's freaking out. Kroger's selling out of bread and milk left and right. Everything is flying off the shelves.
Can't confirm
so
they
to
had
speak.
milk.
You
I
can
don't
confirm?
like them putting chemicals
they
in the
didn't.
water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
I thought I was going to say turn of the freaking frogs game.
Yeah, they have milk.
That's
They
one of
did
the
have
greatest
milk.
lines ever.
It is
I
good.
know a lot of people were
Like-
saying that like Kroger was sold out of like milk.
I
and
went
bread.
see. I went to Kroger and
Does he not know? First, I don't know. Like when you first heard, like, does he not know that frogs are asexual?
yeah, like they
Like-
could change
like
their
they
they
could
could change their
change-
sex.
Their sex,
Yeah.
like naturally, like it's part.
Yeah,
That's what frogs do.
the
So
dinosaurs
whatever
in
the
Jurassic
fuck
Park do
he's
that too.
Talking
Yeah.
about is ridiculous. Well, that's what. That's
Nature
why they
finds a way.
could.
Mm-hmm. Because they had the frog DNA.
Because they used frog DNA to bridge them, and that's why they were able to change their sex because they had frog DNA.
Right.
But so like, he's an idiot.
He doesn't.
Of the highest proportion. It's
I once listened to Alec Jones' podcast one time.
the first time I ever heard that was like, I learned that in like 5th grade. Like he doesn't know that the frogs.
Shut your murderous fat.
I'm sure that's what he would say.
But going back to the snowpocalypse here, we're supposed to get what's the count up
But
to
they're in,
now?
I think I said 4 to 6.
That's what I saw.
Yeah.
4 to 6.
And I told my wife, I'm like, that's what you're getting later. And
When you-
no snow. I didn't mean anything else.
When they say that, it was like, that means 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Or
they always
or
over
maybe
project it. I
right.
think.
I'm gonna ask her if she wants it limp or hard.
It's like when I was in
Yeah,
North
exactly.
Carolina. They were like, "Oh, there's a hurricane coming! Oh God, it's gonna be terrible!" Oh.
Yeah, you were in the last
But
big
nothing
hurricane.
happened.
Did you board up your
Nothing
windows?
happened.
Yeah, only not in Charlotte. Because
Yeah,
I was
too
like,
far
we're
off
so
the
far
coast,
inland.
yeah.
They got hammered on the coast.
Yeah.
I wasn't on a coast.
Who'd you get hammered at the coast with?
But my mom even up here was like calling, "Oh, are you gonna be okay?"
Well, I was gonna hit you up like, Bruce, are you safe?
Yeah, it was like,
Did you do the Facebook safe thing? I think you did.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mark safe,
Yeah. Mark safe from Bruce Leonard.
right?
You should have did that. We should have bet the hurricane was Mark safe.
But I don't know why people freak out like that. Like,
That's a good time to get drunk.
Yeah, just stay at home and get fucking hammered. Like,
Yeah,
you can't
like
drive
jerk off,
anywhere,
and
so
play video games.
I know, but you can. That's another thing.
What?
Can't what?
You can drive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If you're not
yeah.
an idiot.
Yeah.
You know how to drive. You can. I've driven in all kinds of bad
Well,
weather.
my thing is, I can't think of anything that's that important that I myself would have to get out of the house for, knowing that the roads are dangerous. Not even dangerous, just
When I
slightly
played in
dangerous.
bands,
Say what?
when I was in a band, if there was a show,
I'm with the band.
no, but I'm saying if there was a show and it snowed, you
Yeah.
still had to go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
They gotta show up.
It's like the show's not happening,
yeah.
so it's like you still got to go out.
Well, I can see that, but I mean, just like to get milk and bread, like who doesn't have fucking food
Right.
piled up in their house
Oh,
long enough to
wow.
last you a day?
A day.
Right.
For them to come.
No,
straight
but
forward and
everybody
solve-
always acts like they're gonna be stuck in their house for a week.
I know, and that's what I don't get.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like we gotta stock up.
Yeah.
Like for
I ju-
what?
I just don't get it.
You
I think
can't-
the thing is, like most people, if with this particular snowstorm, it's happening on the weekend,
Right.
and everybody tends to do all their shopping and shit
Yeah.
for on the weekend.
Yeah.
And you're already home.
So
you
to
know.
avoid having to go out on the weekend or waiting until the following weekend
Yeah.
to get their shopping done.
Yeah, but
Do you mean people are at work all
realistically-
week and you don't have any groceries? Is
Yeah,
that
but
what you mean?
that would work if it wasn't the same every time.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
As soon as they
if
say
it's following-
there's gonna be snow,
Right, people
Baby
rush
goes to
to
the
the
store.
store.
Oh, gotta get
Yeah.
the bread and the milk.
Even if it was during the middle of the week, like a Wednesday or something, Tuesday night, Kroger's gonna be fucking packed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just.
No, but that's what I mean.
I just don't get it. Like, people honestly
I went
can't
today, it
wait
was crazy.
an hour or wait a couple hours for them to clear the roads and then go somewhere if you have to. I just don't get it.
Yeah, man, I heard the click list is like 15 cars deep, dude.
Yeah.
The click list.
Yeah.
That's too much.
The
stupid.
click list.
But and another thing, like,
Can you believe it?
if you don't
What?
want to get out, just Uber Eats or Grubhub. Or
How
something.
bad
Make
was-
I wouldn't be
somebody else-
fucking working in that.
How
Yeah, but
lazy
still.
society has gotten to like.
Well, just to have people
Like,
pack up your
"Yo,
groceries.
just put them in the car.
Yeah. You have like a fat person
I
show
can't
up.
even like
Yeah.
get out of the car and walk.
Can you get me that bag of chips?
Yeah, exactly. Right there on top. I see them. Fritos. Give them here now.
Is the cheese dip in there too?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna eat them on the way home.
Can you all pump my gas too?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Have you ever done the click list yourself?
No,
No.
but because it's ridiculous.
It's silly in theory, but I mean I've actually done it and it does save time because when you're just sitting at home and you got shit to do, you can be like, oh, I need that. You can add it to your cart, and then like you check out, and then
I like going
you
to the
don't have to
grocery,
take
dude.
your kids in with you. Yeah, I love going to the grocery.
Yeah.
You don't have to take your kids in. You don't have to take your wife in.
Brokering.
It saves you from like overspending, I think.
Yeah.
But
Well, yeah, I mean, you're definitely not impulse buying, I guess.
yeah. So I mean, and you know how much it's going to be before you even get there because, like I said, you add it to your little Kroger card or whatever, and
Right.
bam, you can work on your budget that way. So in a sense, it's helpful. But I love going to the grocery. I love walking around, running into people that
It
I
doesn't
know.
work on me.
Sorry.
It does.
It does work for me.
I'm a pioneer.
Pioneer.
I eat meat. I'm a man.
Slave.
But honestly, I can remember back like in the 80s, like you'd be watching a movie and they would have groceries like delivered to their house, like from the market. Or
Right. All right.
You know, and I used to think, wow, that's so fucking cool,
Wow.
man.
Yeah.
You don't even have to go to the store. You just call them up, and they fucking bring you groceries. I thought that was the neatest shit. And then now, like at the click list thing, where you don't even have to go in the store. You just drive up there. And now
Wow.
they're working on delivery stuff too. So I don't know. I just
Right.
think that's neat as fuck.
Pretty
You
soon you don't have to
leave
do
your house.
anything.
Yeah.
You could just sit there and watch Netflix.
And just appear.
And then consume.
Pretty much, yeah.
You got big amoeba just sitting there like, yeah.
Yeah.
You're watching
We're all a
Netflix
little
like, you're watching Netflix, a little pop-up comes up like, do you want to order your groceries now? You're like, yeah, I do.
Are you still watching Netflix?
Yeah.
Would you like to order your groceries?
Yeah.
You want to order some Domino's?
Yeah. Do you want the microwave to start your popcorn? Psh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Hell
We
dude.
yeah.
need 4 large pizzas.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Oh,
funny.
that's half baked.
It's,
That's dude.
it's funny you mentioned that. We actually watched
Yeah.
Hashtag last week.
Yeah.
We did on
I had to
YouTube,
get
which
up
is
and go.
awesome.
Yeah, on YouTube every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
There's a new
It
clip.
was off pitch.
Yeah. But it's funny you mentioned the order and the Domino's thing. I've actually got an Alexa now. And
Oh, you just said her name.
yeah, but she didn't light up or anything, which is okay. I could so now we kind of have a Jamie,
Yeah.
you know, instead of saying, "Hey, how old is
Do you?
Josh
do-
Hutcherson?" Look it up. I can just ask Alexa now.
But do you have to say like, just order like my go-to order? Because like I know the Domino's app has you.
I've never tried it, but I'm pretty sure I could just say, "Hey, order such and such."
Like I want a pepperoni, hand tossed, light sauce.
I'd be like,
mushrooms and pepperoni.
I want my special heartburn for the rest of the fucking night.
Hey,
pretty much.
Yeah,
it's worth it.
Dude, it's not worth it. Laying in bed after I eat was it either Domino's or like a pizza? I'm like laying in bed like I'm severely regretting eating the pizza right now.
Can you taste it?
Why is that?
Because it's a bitch getting old. Because dude, like if I eat pizza, just instant heartburn, man. It's terrible. Terrible.
I don't really have.
Well, I'm way older than you, and I can eat a pizza.
I guess I'm just a bitch.
I always suspected.
It's cool, man. You get the fuck out.
No, I'm just saying.
Maybe
it's not that. Maybe it's something else that may give you heartburn.
Well, you think it is?
Or some kind of propensity.
You can always just drink milk. Milk's always good to kill heartburn.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Shut up, Rico. Dickweed. Sorry to anybody who can hear my fucking
bitch-ass
dog.
Liberal.
He is Mexican.
That was a good one.
But on the motherfucker. I'm so tongue-tied right now.
I had someone text me who's listening, and they said the soundboard's funny as fuck.
Oh, okay, good deal. Good deal.
Funny AF.
Who was it? Can we say him? Can we give him a shout out?
Yeah, you can say hi to Wyatt.
Wyatt what?
Just
Erp.
Wyatt. Just Wyatt.
Well, thank you, Wyatt. Please comment so I can properly give you a shout out here. And Dagum says you only eat a half a slice, though, Dusty.
Hey, I know.
Dusty's the kind of guy that we can go out to a restaurant and he'll order a $20 meal and take 2 bites out of it and be like, damn, that was good. I'm stuffed.
But I take that bitch home and eat it.
Yeah.
Give me a box, you Gene Simmons looking motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh, man, I'll never forget that.
That was so good.
Bruce was like, this motherfucker's crazy.
Like, Dusty's about to go
that's a little harsh.
Beat-ups.
Like, I did think it was
I wanted beat-ups, and I wanted a fucking beer.
I wanted some wings, too, though.
Yeah.
I was pissed off.
Yeah.
I do like some beat-up wings.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it.
I mean, I'm into breaking my teeth, too.
That's how I broke my teeth. Yeah. Fucking on chicken. Sitting at Bruce's comedy show eating fucking chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Lee's famous recipe. Anyway, like I was going to say here, and some good news here for the United States or anybody who enjoys the marijuana. I mean, we obviously don't.
Yeah, giveaway.
House Bill 420 is up for. It's up for. I guess they're going to vote on it in the in Congress or whatever.
It's got to go through the House.
They're finally. Hopefully this goes.
Yeah, it's a House.
Finally going to take it off the schedule.
Yeah.
I wish they would.
Well, I think it'll pass the House. But
never belonged there in the first place.
You don't think it'll pass the Senate?
It'll pass the House, but I doubt it'll pass in the Senate.
I don't know.
You know, if Trump was smart, he would
they
say,
kind of have to because it's legal in all these states.
You would think they would. They'd be like,
you can't keep it a Schedule 1 drug if it's being sold like recreationally legally.
Right now there's like there's a double standard. You have Colorado where it's legal, and like Michigan and other places are just popping up legal. But yet it's still a federal,
No, well that yes, but it's also Schedule 1 narcotic.
And they can't study it.
Which with heroin and cocaine and other like heavy drugs.
Hardcore.
Right, exactly.
So when something's a Schedule 1,
it can't be that.
Yeah, when something's a Schedule 1, you can't study it. So
right, and it's also a felony automatic.
Yep.
So yeah, they got to take it off.
Even as like a scientist, you can't.
No, you can't get it.
No, it's Schedule 1.
What if you're like a government scientist?
That's not true because they study cocaine and shit. But you have to have.
But like they can't have private labs.
Right, you have to have ultra government. And they're all oversight of everything you do.
But when the government studied it, it was all like swagweed, and it was nothing good.
Right,
it was like garbage.
Right,
yeah, it wasn't nothing good.
Like Mexican
working on that budget, saving money.
Yeah, so
buying dirt weed.
Yeah. But yeah, House Bill 420 is the name of it.
Which I think is great. It's a great name for it.
Yep.
Did they give it that name?
Corrupt them all.
They had to give it that name. It couldn't have randomly been.
Yeah.
What number bill is this? Oh, 420.
Yeah. They could have been.
Just happens to be.
They could have been waiting Get that. Yeah.
Guy from gentleman from Oregon who's doing the whole thing. He's part of the Cannabis Caucus is the name of it. He's the one who gave it.
Caucus.
He's the one who gave it that name. His name's Earl something. I can't remember his last name.
Speaking of Oregon, I was watching. I think when you showed up the other night, I was watching.
Yeah, I saw what you're talking about.
Oregon has so much legal weed that farmers have to burn it because they can't sell it.
Yeah.
They said they've got twice the amount of weed.
Yeah.
But see, that's what's fucked
people
up.
can consume.
Like, why couldn't they sell it to like Nevada or?
Yeah, they can't cross state lines.
No, but that's what I
cross
mean.
state
But I'm
lines,
saying
yeah.
they should be able to. It's stupid. It's
Well,
just like alcohol.
Yeah.
If you get a license or whatever, you should be able to go, hey, you need this, and we have too much, so we just sell it to you.
Oregon fucked up and didn't put a cap on licenses. That was like one of the big fuck ups. That
And they made them super cheap.
Yeah,
so
they made
everybody
everything
was
super
doing
cheap.
it,
Yeah. So now I think they said they're going to start capping licenses, or they've been slowing down of like not selling licenses.
Right.
Another fucked up thing is the banking system. Everything's done in cash. A couple weeks
That's
ago.
another thing that's another thing that they have to fix.
Yeah, a couple weeks
That's
ago.
a serious problem.
Dipshit Mitch McConnell shot down the bill and Congress to pass, basically blocked it so they can't, you can't use a banking system for it, which is fucking crazy. Why can't they use a banking system for it?
God, I hate him.
I fucking hate him too.
I hate the turtle
McConnell.
so bad. The turtle.
He
Fucking-
is. Turtle.
He's such a fucking
Yeah.
dick.
But I mean, but the thing is, man, it would make.
I saw him in Covington.
Did you? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's a cocksucker.
Yeah, I said that. I waited the whole time for him.
I would have
come
called
out.
him so many.
I
Fucking
did.
Names.
I was like, you fucking prick.
Yeah.
You should've
Get your
thrown
car,
shit at
you
him.
turtle-looking fuck.
Yeah. You turtle. You Franklin-looking motherfucker.
You authoritarian.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Fuck that.
But yeah,
Piece of trash.
I hope they pass it. I think that'd be great.
It'd be nice.
I think they will.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think this thing's
If they don't do it this time,
It'll eventually happen in another 2
someone
years.
will put it up again, and then they'll pass.
I think they did this once already, like in the 70s. They started legalizing it in different states, and then they outlawed it all again. Like it went back because of the anti-drug stuff started happening, and they just rolled it all back.
California was the first state to have medical. That was like 1990.
Was it in the 90s?
It was in the 90s. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They were the first state to have medical. Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know. I think if Trump was smart, I think he would say, look,
Well, he
You
obviously
said Trump and smart don't go together.
I said if he was smart.
right. It's like, but
would
he
say-
obviously isn't.
He would say, hey, we're going to legalize marijuana, and all the money raised that comes to us, we're going to use to build a
Well, he was a
wall.
big-
Think
he was
about
all
nothing
for
right
it.
now.
Yeah.
Except that wall. Except
Yeah.
the wall. It's only the wall. It's all think about the wall. It's the wall. It's the wall. It's the wall. It's the wall.
If somebody would say, hey, Trump, legalize weed, and you can build your fucking wall.
Yeah.
He would do it.
Well, in his speech the other day, what is that? His address to the
Call it
nation.
that.
Yeah, it was shit.
was such
but
a joke.
he listed off like a list of drugs that was coming over from Mexico. He didn't list marijuana.
No.
He didn't have that on the list.
We got enough fucking legal states here. It just comes in from other states.
Yeah,
Was
you
there like
see-
12, 13 states now?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Michigan just got the medical.
No, they got
Yeah,
They
yeah,
got
Michigan
did they
got-
get recreation?
No, they got
Rec.
medical.
No, Michigan has had medical before. They just got rec. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
God damn it, Bruce!
hard.
They've had medical marijuana.
Yeah,
in
they've had
Michigan
medical.
for
They
a
got
while,
rec.
I do believe, yeah.
Boston's got rec.
Washington D.C.
I don't know. All I know is where I'm going has it.
I know.
And I'm fucking,
Hey,
yes!
and they actually say Vegas has the best system besides Colorado. Vegas has the best system for growing. Well, just to go to a state that's got it legal, Vegas is like, or Nevada's like the second best besides Colorado. California, you would think California had the best system, but they don't. It's the way theirs is set up is really stupid.
They always got too many regulations in California. Like,
Yeah,
I like their ideas and what they're trying to do, but the way they go about trying to do them is always fucking
it's always
stupid.
they always so much red tape, man.
Yeah, it's too much red tape.
Yeah, red tape. That's where
I wish California would just go ahead and like split up. What was it, like 4 different states?
No.
I wish they'd just
No.
go ahead and do that.
No. No. We don't need that.
Ken Catman says holding marijuana as Schedule 1 narcotic is fucking stupid. Couldn't agree with you more, Ken.
Yeah.
Appreciate you chiming in there, buddy. So I don't know. But, no, we mentioned Trump's addressing the nation the other day. That was such a fucking joke.
It was funny. Like I said, he's the worst teleprompter reader ever.
Well,
He isn't, but like
what
I said,
exact-
it doesn't help that the speech he's reading is fucking bad.
what was in his speech? Like, what was the speech?
All he talked about was the wall. That's it.
That's what I said. Wall, 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 wall. Need a wall, need a wall, 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 wall. Here's how many people being murdered.
Yeah.
By illegals.
By illegal aliens. And there was a woman got
Usually during
strangled
this,
and
so
that.
usually
You know,
during this speech,
his presidential address turned into an episode
Yeah.
of the Howie Carr Show.
yeah. So during the speech, it's usually talking about, hey, this is what we're going to try to do this year. This is what
Right.
what I want to do for this year, or not what, but just like what's on
What's
the,
on
I
the
guess what's on
menu.
the menu or what's on the
Yeah.
books. What's going to help our nation. But all he was talking about was this fucking wall, man.
Dude, he's going to try to declare a state of emergency and build that
Yeah.
wall without Congress.
But the sad thing is, it's probably gonna fucking happen, man. It's probably gonna happen.
The
It won't
Shutdown's
happen because the
bullshit.
courts will stop it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But the fact that they're even trying to do it and talking about it openly is ridiculous.
I mean, honestly,
It means
at
that
this
they don't
point, though-
believe in the system of government. That they're this is what's so funny about this whole thing.
Lay it on.
These are the people who pretend like they have the Constitution in their pocket, and their whole life revolves around loving America and everything it stands for. Blah blah blah. Right.
Right.
But they're about to shit all over all that.
The way I look at it with the
Like
whole wall
it's
thing,
not legal what they're trying to do.
put up a
you know.
wall.
No, the way they're trying to do it.
Isn't
The
there a
problem
wall
is-
already there?
The problem is they don't like the way the government's set up because they're outnumbered by people who don't think like them.
Right.
So they want to force their opinions or their beliefs down your throat
Right.
forcibly by circumventing the system if they have to, because they don't care about the system. They only care about their ideology.
Right. But the way I look at it with the wall is there's already portions of the border that have the wall, and they have it up to keep people.
And it's basically going to be the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
He said it ain't going to be concrete, it's going to be metal. Don't we already fucking have that?
Right.
Yeah. But the point I'm trying to make is if we've already got it in some sections, why not just go ahead and fucking do it? I mean,
Because here,
it's like
listen.
an unfinished project.
Yeah, but listen.
Well, I understand it's going to cost a lot of money, but it's
No,
going
but
to
here's the
fucking
deal.
do it.
Here's
you
the
know?
real deal that then no one's ever talking about.
That most illegals come in
No.
on an airplane and expire.
Right now they're
drug
arguing
dealers
about
and
the
shit.
money. Right.
Right.
That's my big thing is the money.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking money
It's a
for
lot of
a
money.
stupid wall that
Yeah.
doesn't do anything.
Which if it's
Right.
going to be metal, it's probably ain't going to be made of stainless steel.
No, but
and
here's the
rust.
deal.
Yeah.
Cut through it.
Even if they give him that money, okay?
Right.
Even if, let's say, tomorrow he does this and he says, oh, it's an emergency, and I'm going to take money from other things and build this wall.
How long is it going to take to
You
build it?
can't just
Yeah.
build the wall because people own that property.
Right. Yeah.
Now you're talking about seasoned private citizens' private property
Yeah.
Right.
to build a wall.
And it's also going through like forest, like a lot of forestation and shit. That's
Yes,
like,
but
Yeah, you
That
can't,
has
you
nothing
can't
to do
get
with-
materials to the
with
area. Yeah.
people who say that they love America and freedom and all that shit are about to shit all over all them people too by taking their property
Right.
to build a fucking wall.
yeah.
You would think there would be something
They're
already
they're
in
shitting
place.
on all over everything that they purport to believe in. That's what is funny, because in their zest to, I don't know. I mean, the wall, I guess, is some kind of weird symbol to these people.
I guess you would think there'd be something in place already where like the government owns so much of the border. Like I understand like your property line can go up to the border.
No.
But you would think like something like isn't it something like the city owns like the first 3 feet of your yard or something for like water pipes and
Yeah, but just,
shit like that
wall's
or
going to
something
take
like
more
that.
than 3 feet.
Yeah, but I'm just saying
They got to
you know.
build on your property.
Yeah, but I'm saying if they,
And there's
if they were
cattle
smart
people,
years
ranchers
ago,
that have animals that graze and shit. They don't
Right.
want a fucking wall there.
Well, so if this thing passed, if he declared the state of emergency and started, funding it,
Yes.
he's only in office for another 2 years
Yes.
before there's another electoral.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then if he doesn't win again,
Yes.
it's going to get shut down.
Yes.
yeah,
They're just
But
like close
in the
it off.
meantime, it's a big waste of time, money, effort into something that's ridiculous and is never going to happen.
But then can't the Democrats stand up and go, look, okay, we're going to say yes, but don't worry about it because in 2 years.
No, I said they don't give him a fucking dollar.
The money's my big thing.
Where you going?
nowhere.
That's where we're. That's
You've been
where
waiting
we're
to
at.
play that.
I
all
have,
episode.
and it's been so hard to like find a moment to slip it in.
Just fucking slip it in.
I
man.
know.
Just fucking slip it in.
That's gotta go there.
Now it's gonna go in there.
In the ass.
No, but the problem is none of these people understand how anything really works.
That's not how
That's
this
a-
works. That's not how any of this works.
Yeah, I mean that's how it is.
That's
like,
the problem with our government.
like
period.
it's like a childish tantrum, but millions of people,
So,
Yeah.
so
and they don't even like I said, they don't understand. First of all, that you can't just build a wall on people's private property.
right.
They passed the Fence Act in 2006. There's still 100 cases in court still about that. People saying, no, you're not building a fence on my fucking property.
yeah.
That's why that fence isn't completed.
Right.
Same as this wall. It's never going to be built like they think that they could just, oh, he's going to get the money and
You
he's
know
going to
what-
build it.
You know what would be really
it's not
funny?
that simple.
The people who own the land who won't give up however many feet they need to build this wall.
Yeah.
If it goes through and Trump's just like, well, you're not going to sell us the land, we're going to go to your neighbor, and they fucking fence them off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you can't do it like that.
Why couldn't
Then there's a hole in the wall.
Yeah. There's
Well, then what's the point of a wall if there's a big hole in
There's
it?
a hole in the wall, but you just got to go in a little bit farther, and then, then there's the wall. See what I'm saying?
Oh, and put them on the other side.
Yeah, put them in the
Down there
Mexico
in
side.
Mexico.
Yeah, and then
Right.
just tell them, just say, yeah, we're re-annexing your.
Yeah, but that's
your
not-
land.
We redistrict. We
But
restated
that's
you.
not how it works.
But
Again,
I'm saying they could.
Yeah, you
man.
can't
No.
boot somebody out, man.
State of emergency.
Johnny Kook says the wall will make the cartels a lot of money since they'll be able to control the flow through their tunnels. That's very true.
right?
Yeah.
Very true.
Hey, man, like I said,
And most of the drugs that come through legally anyway, ports of
Yeah.
entry. Do you see the same day that Trump was giving his speech, where he's like, all these drugs are coming across, blah, 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 blah. If you've read the news of Chapo's trial, they're talking about how they put the cocaine in the cans of jalapeno peppers. How's the ball going to stop that?
That's true.
It doesn't. It's fucking stupid.
dude, that
That's what I'm saying.
Chapo case is crazy.
Oh, I know.
His son
It's
basically
insane.
fucking flipped on him.
Oh,
big
yeah.
time. Yeah.
Well, his
son's
son's the
gonna be
one.
dead.
His son's the one that fucked up.
Yeah.
Anyway, and got him arrested.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
By
Because he was posting shit on social media. Yeah.
He posted on Instagram.
Like, look at what dad just bought me. He
Right.
bought me a golden AK-47.
Yeah.
Here's my location.
right, exactly. That's what he did.
Yeah.
He forgot
Dumbass,
to turn
man.
the location off.
Yep.
And when he posted, it said where he was at,
Yep.
and they came there and fucking arrested him.
Idiot, man.
Yeah, fucking dumbass.
Here's my 30 Porsches and my pet
It's
Cheetah.
just
Oh, by
like-
the way, my dad's
it's
in the
just
other
like,
room.
It's just like Manafort's attorneys the other day. They fucking turned in the papers that were supposed to be redacted, but they weren't redacted. So everything that they was trying to keep secret was wide open. We're like, oh, he was giving away information to Russians
Yeah.
during the campaign. What?
So-
Oh, that was supposed to be blacked out. We're like, oh, even his lawyers are fucking stupid.
So-
To the wrong file, man.
So-
Who are these people
So my question is,
who are so stupid but have all this money? That's what I
You're
want
a
to know.
flaming fascist.
What's your question, Dustin?
so my question is, so if he does this, if he declares a state of emergency, so of course we're what? It's still
It'll
the
go to
government's-
court
The
in
government's
30
still gonna be
seconds.
shut down.
Oh, yeah.
So what the?
Court.
So
Well, there's no way out for him now. That's the problem is, you know when this all started, they passed a bill,
yeah.
and he told him that he was going to sign it. And then at the last minute, after they passed the bill through both houses,
Oh, he changed his mind.
yeah,
Yeah.
they took it to his desk, and he was like, no, I'm not signing it without a wall, because Rush Limbaugh and Sean Hannity and
Fox
Ingram
News.
all started calling him a pussy.
The
and
five.
Then, yeah, and saying that he backed down, and then so he saw that and he got mad, and he said, "Well, no, I'm not signing it now without my $5 billion for the wall." So he made them all look stupid. Here's the thing I don't understand of what's happened in this country. Congress used to be, the system is set up that Congress was supposed to be a check
Mhm.
on the
From
president,
the House.
right?
Well,
But
yeah.
I've said a long time ago that I thought we let the executive branch get too powerful. But you see it now. They're afraid to even stand up to him because they could open the government. They need 67 votes, I think, in the Senate, and they can override a veto.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, they need 3/4 of the House or something, you know. But there's a number They could do it without him. They can override presidential veto. They don't need his fucking signature.
Yeah.
But the Republicans are such nutlickers, spineless fucking jellyfish, that they won't stand up to him. But they're starting to crack now because the longer that people don't have a paycheck, the more people get angry.
They get pissed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you see Republicans now are starting to bend a little bit on on this shutdown thing. But they could have right now they could get in session, vote, and just tell him to shut the fuck up and open the government, which is what they should do. But they're all fucking spineless. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And Mitch McConnell, the House already passed bills to open the government. Mitch McConnell won't put them on the floor because he knows that sooner or later these Republicans are going to break and he won't have the votes.
I hate Mitch, man. Back
I
to
know.
Bitch Mitch.
He's the worst, man.
Yeah.
You know why he's the worst? Because he doesn't just stay there for 8 years.
Yeah, he's been there for
forever.
Yeah.
Fucking shit up.
He's a lifer, man.
Yes.
Didn't they? Didn't they introduce a thing where they're going to put term limits?
They need to. I know. I saw somebody try to, but I don't know.
They never will do it.
They'll never
even though
go.
they should.
Well, the crazy thing is, man, even after they get voted out, they still get paid. They still get some kind of.
They go lobbying.
Yeah, they still get paid.
They should just put fucking 2-4 years.
They need
on
term
it and be
limits.
done with
They
it,
really do.
Yep.
Just like the president, man.
Yeah, so eight years maximum.
You know,
and then go home.
Speaking of Trump and the whole government shutdown thing, my mom, who just recently got on Facebook, by the way, just got to throw that out there.
I saw
She's
that.
sending me messages.
Yeah. I seen the pictures, bro. You're a lucky guy.
Yeah. I am.
But she actually brought something up that I hadn't even thought of with the government shutdown. He's going to keep fucking around, and all these people are not going to get fucking paid.
You're not going to get tax refund.
No. Somebody is going to fucking shoot that motherfucker. One of these government workers. Exactly. One of these government workers that's getting fucked out of their paycheck is going to get fed up
Electric's
with it.
going to get shut off, man.
Yeah. The bank's going to fucking come and take their house and shit. And they're going to probably lose their job. Lose their car, lose all this shit. Somebody's gonna get fucking fed up.
That's what really pisses me off, man.
That's what's
There'll be more crazy people, but it's not. I mean, no.
You don't think?
No.
It's definitely possible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a possible scenario.
I mean, you hear about workplace.
You're definitely
shootings all the
hitting.
time,
That's
you
what I'm saying. He definitely doesn't mind to slap a bee's nest.
Yeah.
You know, like, and just he likes to stir up trouble. He gets off.
Well, he calls people bums for not working, and then he puts the whole fucking government out of work. Like, oh yeah, these fucking bums, I ain't fucking working. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck, man? He just fucking laid off the whole entire government.
Well,
dipshit.
He's only laying off the people that
800,000.
Yeah, only 800,000.
It's all the people.
It's almost a million people.
They're barely making a living by working.
They're living
for the government.
paycheck to paycheck anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
So they need a paycheck.
Yeah, the people that he's hurting are not his friends. They're the low-level people, the people that he doesn't care about.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is fucked up.
Well, the TSA people aren't even getting paid, and they want them, and they're forcing them to work, and they're not even getting paid.
And they're saying
Dude,
that people don't even give a fuck.
Aren't getting paid.
Yeah. So like, we still want you to show up to work but not get paid. Like, what the fuck? Like, fuck you.
The TSA's
I'll go
talking
fucking Uber.
Tell them to go themselves.
That's essentially what he's telling them, man,
Yeah.
honestly. But the TSA people are talking about doing like where they all
Why'd
just
you
call
get
in
the
sick.
edited version?
I didn't set these up.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
That's all I could find. Yeah. I don't think he.
Did
Actually
he really
said
say that? Go fuck themselves on
He
the
might
middle
as
of
well
speech?
like, you know.
It sounds
Dusty
like
can't say.
he muffled it himself.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Like he made a face instead of
Yeah.
like saying it. You know, like
The
ooh.
face. This face.
The old
I was like, I didn't push
neck
that
face.
sound.
I know it sounded just like
Trump
it.
in here.
Face. Fucking wall.
I don't know. Is it everything you wanted it to be, Jerry?
Pretty much, man. I mean, it's so entertaining. You know, everybody gets so bent out of shape.
spent
The
20
fall of
minutes.
everything that
Yeah.
you've known.
It's just it's awesome. I'm not gonna lie. 10 years from now, when they make a documentary about it, I want to be
You know
the
the
guy
problem. The real
who
problem
sits
is
in and does an interview.
I voted for this.
Yeah.
Like I helped
the
make this happen.
real problem is, if you ask me,
right.
that no one's even talking about like we need to break up these parties. To me, that's the solution to the fucking problem.
I agree.
We need a party that
like
represents the
these
human
Republicans
race.
who say they don't support this, like, what are they doing now?
Yeah.
They still call themselves Republicans.
They're like libertarians.
No, but I don't. Well, there's a whole bunch of
Socialists.
Republican types that don't support Trump. You know, a lot of the old advisors, Republican advisors and shit, they don't. Michael Steele, who used to be the RNC chair, he doesn't support Trump. Libertarians, they don't really support Trump. So
right. You have
there's a lot.
Fiscal conservatives and then social conservatives.
Because of the two-party system, there's nowhere for them to go.
They're just locked.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way they can get votes is either call themselves Republican or
they
Democrat.
Need to break apart these parties.
But then you got people like that young woman from New York, the
Ocasio-Cortez.
70%
she's like a straight up socialist, and she's in there. I mean, she got voted in, you know, like, and she's under the Democratic Party, but everybody knows what she's all about.
Right.
She's Bernie 2.0.
And then you have Mitch McConnell, who's as conservative as he can possibly be.
Nazi, you mean?
So I think
closest thing you can get to.
Yeah.
What fucks up the two-party system is the fear of stepping out and really speaking your mind, because your fear of losing
but that's
votes.
what I'm saying. But it's also
that's what I'm saying.
It keeps everyone into this tribal thing where it's this or this, and that's it.
But you know, if you vote for Cortez, you're voting for a socialist.
Yeah, but there's
and
but if
Bernie
you don't vote
too.
for her, you're voting for a Nazi. So, like, this is what it's come to?
They both suck.
What I'm saying is, like, this is the choices you have.
Yeah.
And that's because of the two-party system.
That's, I mean,
they
it's
say,
like the
it's
vote.
this or this.
It's like the
it's
last
not
vote.
this or this. There should be, like, in England or other countries where there's, like, 5 or 6 parties.
Parliament?
And they have, and they all have different ideas.
I
and
love
they
George Clinton, man.
They mix those ideas together, and that's how they make legislation, and everyone is represented.
Right.
Everybody now in this country wants to slam one way or the other.
The pendulum swings further and further.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, so, like, when the Democrats take over again, they're going like, we're going full-on socialist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or,
you're like, that's not really the answer either.
No.
Right.
Our video output is low on YouTube here. It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering.
Why?
So,
What?
I don't know. Just what it came up here and said.
Are you connected via cable or is this Wi-Fi?
This is cable, straight up.
I don't know. I just think it's the dumbest thing ever. And meanwhile, all this shit's going on, and the markets are crashing, and
the market was good this week.
No, well, yeah, but I'm saying they've been up and down. It's all crazy, and then the government shut down, and yet we're just arguing about a stupid wall.
Yeah, you know,
a
that's what
fucking
really
joke.
makes me mad. You know, oh shit,
What happened?
I completely lost signal on my thing here. Oh, does this have a timer on it?
Oh, on your monitor?
Yeah, where's the button? Turn that off for my place, thank you.
Technical difficulties.
Turn it back on. That actually turned it off. I'm sorry.
I mean, think about that. Almost a
Oh,
million.
now my monitor went fucking black.
Almost a million people are not working.
Hey,
Did you leave?
No, it's. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. It's coming up. It's not coming up. I don't know.
Because
shake
It's
the
up now.
mouse.
because this guy wants to build a wall.
Your screen on?
No.
I mean, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Your screen's
But
still
it's
on?
a symbol.
Oh.
That's the.
No, that's why I said it's some kind of weird tribal symbol to these people, and they're held onto it for dear life.
But it's a symbol for
I
the
got it pulled
Democrats
up over
too.
here.
What do you mean?
Well, it's like it's because neither side is saying this is really stupid and it doesn't matter.
No, that's not true. A wall is stupid,
Right.
and everyone's saying it. I mean, who doesn't want to pay for it?
President.
Even people on the border are saying it's dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Do you have the remote?
you put up a wall, what happens? They dig underneath it, or they shoot over top of it with
Right.
T-shirt cannons. You ever? They showed that on the thing.
Or they
They
find
drive with pickup trucks with T-shirt cannons, and they shoot packages of drugs over the wall. They do it now.
Yeah.
Over the walls and fences that they put up, and then they fucking either fly in with drones or they send in mule people to pick up the packages
It's like the war
on the
on
other side.
it's like the
It's
war
like-
on drugs.
It's like you're never gonna stop.
You plug one hole
Right.
and water comes out the other. You
Right.
know, like they're going to find another way.
Right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he wants to spend he wants $5 billion now, but by the end of it, you know, it'll be $30 or $40 billion, $50 billion to build a wall. You know, plus, like I said, seizing all these people's property on the border.
Yeah.
Plus, like all these things that they can't. They're never gonna happen. That's what I'm saying. They're fighting over a fantasy. It's never gonna happen. It could never be a reality that would happen. There's just too many things to stop. Like I said, while they're arguing about that, no one's even having a discussion about what happens to those people on the border who own property.
Right. Yeah, I haven't heard anybody.
No, they never bring it up. But like, that's the first fucking thing. Once you get the money, you go, okay, what now? Oh, you got to take all these people's property.
Yeah.
Yes.
That goes on forever.
These are all the people talking about, like I said, people getting their property taken by the government.
Yeah.
Who are also Republicans who believe that the government should stay out of your fucking life.
Yeah.
Let's change gears here, and then we'll cut this off because we are having some technical difficulties here. Let's talk about the girl from Wisconsin.
Right.
Just got found. Her parents got
it was
murdered.
in Wisconsin.
Yeah, it was in Wisconsin.
Why does crazy shit always happen in Wisconsin?
Like
crazy like murder
it's not
shit.
Florida, but
I mean like murder or like weird out of fucking blue murder shit.
Pike County was in Ohio.
Yeah, Pike County was in Ohio.
Well, fuck you.
Did you see? Wait, I'm not the. I mean, yeah, that's off separate. But the Pike County thing. Did you see that shit about the sheriff?
What about
what happened with the sheriff?
The Pike County sheriff is all corrupt and shit.
Oh, is he?
They fucking and that murder caused the. I'm sure the corruption was just buzzing along just fine, and that murder happens, and all these feds come because of the murder case.
Oh, so he's probably like, God damn it, everybody's showing up now.
Yeah, so the feds are sniffing around, and they've started, hey, there's something shady about this sheriff.
Yeah.
And they started, and then now he's fucking going to be indicted.
On what?
They're going to send him to jail for fucking taking money out of the evidence and all kinds of shit.
Oh yeah, well they take money out of evidence. They call it fucking
embezzling or
no, they what's that called?
Forfeiture.
Yeah, asset forfeiture.
Yeah,
that's what they do.
Yeah,
but it's just fucked up. But yeah,
no,
that's probably what he's calling it.
It's a crime.
Yeah, asset forfeiture's bullshit.
No, there's a bunch of other shit, but I'm just saying it's funny because
just roll in and
it's like because of that murder, it enlightened his corruption that they probably never would have known about.
Yeah.
If they didn't, if the feds hadn't come there to look at that murder, somebody gave him a tip. Like somebody that didn't like the sheriff or whoever called the FBI.
Wait a second, Bruce. Are you saying it's a good thing the murder happened?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if you're a corrupt sheriff, well, that's some bad luck.
Well, eventually that money train comes.
Like, I don't want the feds fucking sniffing around here.
Yeah.
I don't know, but back to this Wisconsin thing. The girl, she went missing, in like October?
Yeah.
And her parents were murdered, and this guy kidnapped her.
Yeah.
And
well, I mean, we know
they
that.
haven't said the story, like what's happened.
Yeah, I don't know if he killed her parents and took her, or if they just.
Well, that's what they're charging him with.
It would make the most sense.
I think I think I saw something that said that he admitted, like, because she described his car, they tracked that car, found him, and then brought him in, and he admitted. I think.
To kidnapping or to murder?
To murder and kidnapping.
Okay.
I'm not entirely 100% sure on that, but I think that's what I saw. The most recent thing I saw. The story broke this morning was just that the girl was found.
She just showed up.
Yeah, she was like wandering around, found a lady walking her dog.
Yeah, she somehow got out of the house wherever she was at.
Yeah.
And then ran into some lady, and then
it was like, "Hey, I'm so and so."
Well, the lady recognized her too. It was like, "Hey, you're that girl," you know. And then so she called the cops, and the cops came.
Yeah, giveaway.
That's a story that I read, but they didn't say said the story.
Yeah.
They just said they're charging him with murder, and they're supposed to have another press conference.
Yeah,
I'm sure it'll
tomorrow
make an interesting Lifetime movie in a couple of years.
I mean, it's the same, like that thing that happened in Ohio with that bus driver kidnapping people. It's a weird fucking thing, man.
Well, the dude, like I said, as soon as I see his pictures, like, oh, he looks like an incel.
Yeah,
he's a weird looking
another
dude.
incel who's sitting around in his fucking house.
Yeah.
No women will fuck me. Well, I'll go get my own woman then.
Yeah, I mean,
It's surprising that they didn't find more women held captive in this
Well, maybe
dude's
I don't know.
house.
Maybe
Well,
they
who
just don't know
knows?
where he's at.
Yeah.
Did they say they knew where his house was?
I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe they isn't. Maybe they haven't gone to check. Maybe he hasn't given up where his house was. I don't know.
No,
Maybe it's like in the because they
I
said she
think
came out of
this
the woods.
is probably his first operation.
Fail
Yeah, it wasn't.
horribly. Terrible.
His wall failed. See, that's why walls suck. They don't work.
That's
People
true.
escape.
Well, you got to think he killed her family. He had probably he'd been watching for some reason, right?
right.
He knew he wanted that girl.
Yeah.
And like where she was found was like what 70 miles away from her hometown.
Yeah, it's
I know.
Oh,
I just
wow, I
can't
didn't know
ever
that.
wrap my head around these kind of people.
Try to wrap your head around R. Kelly. that's
Yeah.
even more fun.
That dude, man. Fuck. And everybody
See,
knows.
what-
Everybody knew it too.
Since like the fucking, I think when did
What I think is funny is he still puts out music and people don't care.
yeah, and people still listen to him.
Yeah,
he
like,
was
oh,
he's performing at a club.
No, that's what I'm
was
saying.
yesterday.
It's like, dude, this guy's a piece of shit.
But I mean, like, but that's his character.
yeah, but he sure can't sing.
if he wasn't so like goddamn full of himself, then he wouldn't have been the guy that committed all the fucking crazy
That's like the crazy
shit.
thing is everybody knew that he was pissing on
Yeah,
chicks.
that's
You know, it's
the point I was going to make.
Dave
Like,
Chappelle has a bit about it. He pissed on chicks. It's
No, but
like
but that's
Hannibal
what I'm-
Buress knew that fucking what's his name was a fucking rapist.
Cosby,
yeah, fucking Aaliyah was like what 15.
And they tried
or
to marry
16?
her.
Yeah, he did marry her.
He
I
did
think.
marry her. Yeah.
I mean, like,
Something like that.
yeah. I mean, it's like people knew when that piss take came out. I think there was what was it?
It was asparagus night. Sorry.
no, that was good. That was good. I love it.
Sneak that asparagus joke in there.
There was speculation that the girl on the tape was underage, and he
Oh,
was
she
brought
was.
up on child porn
Yes.
charges, and then he was acquitted.
Yes.
It's because he's got that money, man.
If it fits, you must acquit.
Exactly.
If it smells.
Wow. Well, all right, folks, that is going to be our time this week. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Our main man, Chubby Friendly, here on the sound. Thank you, sir, for that.
Ding.
Ding. Yeah, that's the only thing that thing misses. It's like a drum roll, but it
Yeah,
doesn't
but we
have
need
like
a hi hat
yeah, it doesn't have
crash.
something.
Yeah,
I'll work on that this week. But yeah, but thanks everybody for
I
tuning
need
in.
cowbell.
Be sure to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that fun stuff. We need to get them likes up there, man. We got rookie numbers right now.
Pump the likes up.
Exactly, man. I was telling you guys before. I made a post saying, "Hey, we're 13 likes away."
We're 13 likes away over here.
And then we lost like 10.
Yeah. People are like, I'll show you likes.
Right,
I'm like,
fucking beggars.
yeah.
I don't get it, man. We're just trying to spread the word, put a smile on people's faces. We're just here to entertain, folks. So the more people we entertain, the happier we'll be. So make sure tell a friend, man. If you like us, tell a friend. If you hate us, tell 10 friends, man. Just get us out there. Even if you don't like us, just fucking like it and disable the
And then
fucking
block us
yeah.
immediately.
I'll take.
At
that
least
like.
let's have the like.
Yeah, I don't even care. You don't have to follow us and subscribe to our shit. Just like us
I need
anyway.
to say that
and
to
ignore
people.
us.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, if for whatever reason you want to leave this page, that's fine. But don't unlike it. Just
Yeah.
block me.
Just unfollow.
Just unfollow it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Leave
all
that
we
like
need.
number up.
Gotta get them.
We have
numbers
some
up.
people like that. You can see that on the page.
Yeah, who doesn't follow us?
Yeah, we have all the likes, but we have like people who don't follow. Like we appreciate that, by the way. But
Yeah.
hey,
It doesn't matter to me if you follow us or not. Just
yeah.
like our page.
We've seen your likes. Now we want you to
Now
like
we want
us.
to see ours. Or something.
I don't know.
We know what
Crickets.
Jerry likes.
Oh yeah.
Dicks all day.
Not that I'm into dicks.
No, I'm talking
just,
about it.
you know.
Thinking about him.
Yeah.
Totally not into him.
I'm not into dicks, and I'm definitely not into dicks into me or something. I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, like, share, subscribe. If you're watching us on YouTube right now, click that like button. Make sure you hit subscribe. Hit the bell so you can get notifications
Ding,
when we go
ding.
live. Usually it's every Friday around 9-ish, 10-ish, somewhere in between there. So I know there's some people out there that don't do shit on the fucking weekend. So hopefully we can entertain you.
Okay. My bad. My thumb's hovering under the button.
Just
and
wait
then, like,
for it,
I
man.
blaze
Man, you're
happy.
fucking fired on your birthday. How you get fired in your first day?
You know what? We're gonna do a studio shutdown. No more soundboard man.
What can I do to open up the studio again?
Yeah. Hey, did y'all go downtown, get a picture of a midget holding these balloons? That's a good ass sugar cookie.
Well, yeah, that is gonna be us, folks. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm your host, Jerry Saylor.
I'm left for Sloppy Dusty B.
I'm Chubby Friendly.
And I'm Bruce Leonard.
We are out.
Not gonna hit it.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Chubby. The video's gonna look like after it's all, because when it started.
Dude, I don't know.